Queen, the legendary British band, has dropped hints about the prospect of releasing new music with Adam Lambert, who has been a long-time collaborator of the band. This is an exciting development for rock lovers all over the world. The music community has been swept up in waves of excitement as a result of this announcement, which has sparked speculation about what a new chapter for Queen would sound like with Lambert at the helm as its leader. Since joining forces in 2011, Lambert has introduced his powerful voice and dramatic flair to Queen's live performances. He has garnered praise for his ability to honor Freddie Mercury's legacy, while simultaneously carving out his own space in the band. Now that the possibility of new studio work is being considered, fans and critics are excited about the creative potential that this relationship has to offer. A history of pioneering efforts. Born in 1970, Queen is widely regarded as one of the most important bands in the history of rock music. They are renowned for their sound that transcends musical genres, their lavish live performances, and their immortal singles such as Bohemian Rhapsody, We Will Rock You, and Somebody to Love. Queen reimagined what it meant to be a rock band by virtue of the exceptional vocal and charisma of Freddie Mercury, the distinctive guitar work of Brian May, the dynamic drumming of Roger Taylor, and the sturdy basslines of John Deacon. Following the untimely death of Mercury in 1991, and Deacon's decision to retire from performing, May and Taylor continued to keep the spirit of the band alive by working together, initially with Paul Rodgers and then with Adam Lambert. With a voice that could compete with Mercury's in terms of range and passion, Lambert, who had previously finished in second place on American Idol, made a splash on the scene. An appearance on American Idol in 2009 marked the beginning of his connection with Queen, which ultimately resulted in a successful collaboration. Over the course of the last 10 years, Queen and Adam Lambert have embarked on concerts all over the world, producing exciting shows that combine Queen's iconic catalogue with Lambert's contemporary and flamboyant personality. Despite the fact that these gigs have been a success, fans have been wishing for new studio recordings that would match the band's heritage of performing live. The communal interest in new music. A momentous occasion has occurred with the recent disclosure that Queen is contemplating the possibility of creating new music with Lambert. The band has been toying with ideas in the studio, according to Brian May, who has stated that he is open to the notion in interviews. Roger Taylor has also expressed excitement about the possibility. Lambert, too, has expressed his joy, highlighting his admiration for Queen's legacy while expressing his excitement about adding his own creative mark on the project. Because of this new development, doubts have been raised regarding what new Queen music would sound like in the year 2025, merging the band's traditional rock roots with Lambert's contemporary interests. For a band whose discography is already regarded unbreakable by a significant number of fans, the possibility of new material is a daring step worth considering. From the operatic grandeur of Bohemian Rhapsody to the funk-infused Another One Bites the Dust, Queen's music has always been about pushing boundaries. This is true for all of their songs. With Lambert's vocal flexibility and pop sense, the band may be able to venture into uncharted ground, possibly combining elements of electronic music, contemporary pop, or even theatrical ballads that are reminiscent of Queen's earlier work. At the same time, May and Taylor's dedication to the band's characteristic sound guarantees that any new song will have the essence of Queen's grandeur without compromising the band's signature sound. Options for creative expression. What can we expect to hear on an album including Queen and Adam Lambert? It is possible that Queen's anthemic rock may be combined with Lambert's flair for drama and contemporary production skills. This would be one possibility. His solo work, such as his album Velvet, which is scheduled to be released in 2020, demonstrates Lambert's ability to combine elements of contemporary pop and electronic music with elements of retro glam. It is possible that a Queen album could combine these components with May's soaring guitar riffs and Taylor's driving rhythms, resulting in a sound that is simultaneously nostalgic and forward-thinking. Through her lyrics, Queen has consistently explored universal topics such as love, revolt, and self-discovery, while also incorporating a touch of theatricality. There is a possibility that Lambert's own experiences as an openly homosexual artist and his have the potential to appeal with a new generation while still adhering to Queen's legacy of creating music that speaks to the human spirit. The possibility of experimentation is yet another fascinating option to consider. Queen never shied away from taking chances, whether it was trying to combine rock and opera or infusing disco influences into their music. With Lambert's vocal range, the band has the potential to explore ambitious arrangements, possibly returning to the multi-layered harmonies that characterized their early work or playing with electronic soundscapes. It has been suggested by May that there are some surprises in the studio, which indicates that the band is ready to innovate rather than rest on their previous achievements. Expectations and obstacles to overcome. When it comes to releasing new music with Lambert, there are hurdles involved. There is a significant shadow cast by Freddie Mercury, and any new material will invariably be compared to the golden era of Queen. It is possible that some fans will be opposed to the concept of new Queen songs without Mercury, because they would consider it to be a break from the band's revered past. On the other hand, Lambert has always treated his role with a sense of humility, continually highlighting the fact that he is not replacing Mercury, but rather honoring him. It is possible that he possesses the charisma and talent necessary to carry fresh content with authenticity, as seen by his ability to win over crowds through live performances. An additional obstacle is the need to strike a balance between the expectations of veteran followers and the aspiration to recruit younger supporters. In recent years, Queen's music has had a renaissance, which may be attributed, in part, to the biopic Bohemian Rhapsody, which was released in 2018, as well as the band's ongoing touring. For a new album to be successful, it would need to appeal to both the committed fans who grew up with Queen's classics as well as a younger audience that is drawn to Lambert's current appeal. In order to achieve this equilibrium, it will be necessary to give serious consideration to the production, songwriting, and marketing aspects, processes that involve collaboration. There is a high probability that the creative process for a new Queen album would be a collaborative effort. May and Taylor would likely take the lead on composition and musicianship, while Lambert would offer vocals and ideas with their contributions. The nature of their studio has been described as organic by May in previous interviews, with ideas freely flowing between the three members of the group. It is possible that Lambert's experience as a solo artist and his talent for dramatic performance would drive him to make daring decisions in terms of arrangement and production arrangements. New opportunities for Queen's creative process are also made available by technological advancements. The band's characteristic layered sound might be improved with the help of modern recording technology, which would make it possible to create intricate vocal harmonies and rich orchestral flourishes. May, a musician who is well versed in technology and holds a doctorate in astrophysics, has always been open to new ideas and concepts. This can be seen in his handcrafted red special guitar, as well as his experimentation with stereo sound. During the production of a new album, the band might make use of cutting-edge tools in order to produce a musical experience that is both classic and contemporary looking. Having an effect on culture. The release of new music by Queen and Adam Lambert would be more than just an album. It would be a momentous occasion in the history of culture. The music of Queen has always been able to extend beyond generations, and a new record has the potential to further solidify their relevance in a music environment that is undergoing fast change. In the eyes of the fans, it would be an opportunity to witness the progression of the band, while in the eyes of Lambert, it would be a chance to firmly establish his position in the fascinating history of Queen. The time seems to be appropriate. Streaming platforms and social media make it possible for musicians to reach an unprecedented number of people, which has caused the music industry to be in a state of change. Queen is in a position to interact with a worldwide audience thanks to their large internet presence, which is strengthened by viral covers and fan content on platforms such as TikTok. It is possible that a new single or album may dominate playlists and rekindle interest in the band's taking this next step in their relationship. The band's resistance to be characterized exclusively by their history is shown in their eagerness to experiment with new musical styles, which demonstrates their unwavering enthusiasm for creative endeavors. As for Lambert, it is an opportunity to showcase his own artistic abilities, while also making a contribution to the heritage of one of the most legendary bands in rock music. This presents May and Taylor with an opportunity to demonstrate that the band's innovative spirit remains as strong as it has ever been, so ensuring that Queen's flame continues to burn brightly. Any formal announcement, whether it be for a single, an extended play, EP, or a whole album, is eagerly anticipated by fans. It is anticipated that the new music that Queen and Adam Lambert have collaborated on will be a celebration of inventiveness, resiliency, and the eternal power of rock and roll, regardless of the form that it takes. Not too long ago, Brian May made the statement, "We're not done yet." There is a possibility that the world may soon be rocking to a brand new Queen anthem, thanks to Lambert's voice, Queen's legacy, and a shared vision for the future.